Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi. My oh my, do I have so much to say about this game. Once again, I'm starting with the first game instead of its sequels, and it's totally not because I don't own them, or because it's almost impossible to buy. By the way, I'll make videos about Nintendo and stuff soon. I just really wanted to talk about this game.
You know, I've never really done any research about this game, so this will be something fun. So the game came out on October 6, 2005. This is a pretty dated game, but it did not age horribly. Obviously, there are things that suck, like to exit off a screen you would have to press triangle instead of circle. But this game is pretty alright for its age. It's also a PS2 exclusive. The game plays a little different from your arena fighter. The most annoying part of this game is you have to manually lock onto your opponent at the start of the match. So you have your punches, and you could combo it into a heavy punch or a stamina break, which can mess you up if you're blocking. You could also charge a punch which can either make your opponent flinch, break their guard, or knock them far. But from here, it gets a little more complicated than that. You see this UI on the top? Yeah. Notice how different it is from the other fighting games? It actually closely resembles the Budokai series, but pretty much. This yellow bar is your ki. That pretty much means energy if you never saw anything Dragon Ball related. This allows you to throw out ki blasts if you press triangle, and you can charge this up. You can also throw out special ki blasts like the Kamehameha. But you notice these circles under the bar? That pretty much allows you to charge up your ki to an ultimate state. This is where you're able to do your ultimate attacks. And in this state, you can throw as many standard ki blasts as you want. But the circles have one more function. You can use them to use support attacks. These moves can be buffing yourself to having an energy barrier up. You can also fly in this game. Hey, that's just like Dragon Ball. Some characters in this game have special traits. Androids can't charge up ki until it is maxed in the normal state. When it is, you can charge up to the ultimate ki. There are some giant characters who are slow but deal heavy damage and aren't the easiest to knock down. The Great Apes are pretty much the giant characters times 10. They can't get knocked down by melee attacks, but they can by special ki blasts. However, rush down moves like high speed rush does not work on these characters. The characters that use scouters like Vegeta, Scouter, or Bardock can sense a character from anywhere. The only issue is how long this animation takes. The Scouter can also break when the character is beaten down. Ho ho ho, detail. Hercule is in his own category here. He is literally the weakest character in the game. Every character who gets hit by Mr. Satan's melee attacks just don't get flinched whatsoever. The funniest part is Mr. Satan doesn't even flinch to his own attacks. Wow. And the last set of characters is the Majin Boos. All variants of the Boos heal slowly over time. That probably makes Kid Buu one of the best characters in this game. So I want to do things a little different for looking at content in this game. I want to make this experience more relaxed. That doesn't mean I'm going to make an ASMR video. Don't worry. I'm just going to show the game's content in the order that it's presented. And I'm gonna talk through it as if it's a commentary. This may be a one-time thing, or it may not. Let's start. Alright, so we got the intro. I always wondered why the models look like plastic, but it is pretty cool seeing the main characters fight the main villains. Oh look, an interactive load screen. And now it's Master Roshi. Why is the new game the first option? Let's not press that. Wow. Look guys, it's Goku.
Hey, I'm Goku! There's lots of fun things to do here. Which game mode would you like to play?
Thanks for greeting me into the game. And look at all these modes we could choose from. You know, if you just do nothing for a while, some things will just fly on screen. I miss menus like this one. So nostalgic. Alright Goku, do you want to talk about this mode for us?
This This is an awesome mode where you can relive Shenron's memories of all our greatest and most difficult battles. Open the Z battle gates and save the world all over again.
Oh, there you have it. It's awesome. So just like Goku explained, we're going to relive Shenron's memories. Wait a second, is that Mr. Popo? Well, let's have him explain stuff too.
We're here. Mr. Popo is happy. Which Z battle gate will you challenge?
Thanks, Mr. Popo. Well, I already finished the game and it pretty much covers everything that happened in some of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z, and some of Dragon Ball GT. There are also some what-if stories. You know, my favorite thing in this mode is the song that plays after you beat a level. There are Dragon Balls you can collect, so let's do that really quick. Well, that took long. If you noticed, it's really easy to get them on Planet Namek. Well, now that that's done, come forth, Shenron.
Tell me your wishes.
Okay, so we have some options here. The big ones are the code and the character unlocks, but I already got the characters, so let's wish for something else. Huh? Looks like the only thing I could get are passwords. Well, that's pretty much that mode. A detail I noticed in this mode is actually when you start and end these stories, King Kai is the one giving the prologue and the epilogue. I didn't know this as a kid, but cool. Some missions require you to do a certain thing to end the match, like finish a match using an ultimate attack and whatever, so it's more closely to how it happened in the show. I like this, man. I really miss Dragon Ball games like this. Although the sequels did it better, you can't tell me this was a terrible start. Alright Goku, wanna explain this one as well?
There's a bunch of incredibly strong fighters waiting for you in ranking mode. Wow, it's so exciting!
Oh, is it now?
Nice of you to come.
Wait, Mr. Satan?
Here, we're gonna put your skills as a martial artist to the test. You can challenge fighters from different rankings, from beginners all the way up to advanced fighters like me.
Well, now we gotta choose. I already had Super Saiyan 3 Goku high up, so I'll just continue from there. Pretty much, how this goes is you choose a character, fight 100 characters, and win. But the difficulty gets harder and harder the higher up you get. The best way to go at it is playing a custom version of the character you want to play. The mode isn't insanely hard, that is, if you don't put the CPU in the hardest difficulty. Sometimes, you may encounter a character that's higher in the list that wants to challenge you. If you beat them, you can get higher in the list. The next mode is the World Tournament. So take it away, Goku!
The World Tournament is about to begin! I can't wait to see all the amazing competitors that have turned up to fight! Don't bother entering unless you're ready to go for #1!
Well said! Even boosting our motivation! Well, in this mode, we have 3 difficulties in the mode, and the Cell games. My guy the announcer is here. Obviously, when you're in the World Tournament modes, the announcer will be the one commentating. But in the Cell games, it's Perfect Cell. Let's start with the martial arts tournament. Obviously we go with the hardest difficulty, so there are 5 different rounds you'll have to go through, in this difficulty at least. Obviously, we go with the champ himself. We're up against a Cyberman. This shouldn't be too hard.
Out of bounds!
And it's a ring out. Okay, enough of those games. Time for the big boy mode, the Cell games. Well, I think it'll be best with someone stronger than Hercule. Cyberman it is. This shouldn't be too bad. Wow, Kid Gohan, huh?
Congratulations on your victory.
That was an easy battle. Now I feel like I can take on anyone. Bojack! Wait, I'm actually doing good.
Congratulations on your victory.
Well, you get the gist of the modes. Well, Goku, care to explain?
Here you can pick your own opponent and then have as many matches as you want. Sometimes it's fun to go all out against your friends too, you know.
Oh, so it's fun against friends. Well, we all know how that went. Anyways, this time we'll play a computer. We actually have 3 modes here. Player versus computer, player versus player, and computer versus computer. Actually, We have the passwords here as well. Wow, Shenron, you actually saved me for this video. Well, these passwords pretty much max out a character, but we'll play against the computer now. Wow, there are so many characters here. I'm just gonna make it both random. Actually, this game had no transformations, so you'd have to choose a character transformation and will be stuck with it for the whole match. There are also 11 stages. Wait, this wasn't a good matchup. No! Anyways, this mode is pretty much just to play with friends. I think the other modes were better for single player content. There isn't really much to say about this mode. So on to the next mode. Okay Goku, we're almost to the end. You know what to do.
If you want to learn how to fight, this is the place to do it. You can practice your techniques as much as you like, so be sure to train hard and make yourself as strong as possible.
Nicely done, Goku. We only have 3 more modes after this one. What more can I say? This mode is just to practice in. It's good to learn how to play here. I wouldn't say combos are possible in this game though. There are 2 modes here, practice and tutorial. Practice is just to practice some characters, but the tutorial shows you the hidden text of this game. You should come here sometime. 3 more. So Goku, now.
Using Z items, you can develop your characters, train real hard, and aim to be the strongest.
Pretty short this time. Well, I'll let you off this time since you are doing well. What the old witch that the old Supreme Kai fused with? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But remember the custom characters I talked about? Yeah, this place is where you do it. See? You use the Patara earrings to buff the character with the stat it has, and you can also fuse them to make a more powerful ring. Some of the Pataras actually allow you to fuse them into a character, but nothing crazy here. Goku, next one please.
You can change the game settings the way you like here. You can also save and load games.
Wait, you know this is a game? But pretty much it's to configure the game and stuff. It's actually not the greatest option mode I've seen, being pretty limited, but it is what it is. And here is the final mode. Here we go, Goku.
Everyone's profile is done up with character illustrations here. Alright, I'm reading them all.
What? Goku? This isn't like you. You don't like reading, but this just has every character in the game and a blurb for each of them. It even shows you who voiced these characters. But why is every character trademarked or copyrighted? Anyways, that's pretty much it. Every mode in this game. Well, see you later, Goku. Well, sadly our friend Goku can't help us with the music, so you'll have to listen to me talk about it. So actually, if you guys know, there were actually Dragon Ball games that came out before the Budokai Tenkaichi series that went with the name Budokai. A lot of the music in this game was also present in those games, but the new music is still good. I wish I could say that without feeling guilty about it, because the music was actually plagiarized. Hey man, you should have learned from school that doing that is bad. That may be a reason why remaking these games are hard, but then again, the Budokai games had a remaster and they got new songs. You know, it's a shame that these games are so low quality. I mean, some of them do support 720p, but I think that's only Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But since I have a modifier that makes the PS2 output 720p, I can see everything so clearly. You don't understand. This game is absolutely gorgeous. For a PS2 game, there are so many references I couldn't pick up because of the quality, but now I can see them really clearly. Look at the sand pod in the Rocky Mountains. Okay, that one was kinda obvious. But did you notice the Kame house in the island map? Bet you didn't see that one. What about the news reporter from the Cell games? They literally look like 2 dots without this. How about the Z sword in the Supreme Kai land? Just because Budokai 3 had it doesn't mean it's the only game that did it. There are so many small details in this one game, and I feel like they are overlooked by gameplay. Now something that relates to gameplay, why the heck is the balancing so atrocious in this game? In the Budokai series, it felt like every character in that game has a chance of beating every character, but in this game, try beating anyone with Mr. Satan. His punches deal so much less damage than every other character in this game. He doesn't even flinch to himself. But an actual character like Krillin wouldn't have a chance against someone like Kid Buu. And there are some animations that are just really slow that it just ruins the character entirely. I guess the custom features negates that a bit, but I don't want to play like that. But that was the first Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. I would review the 2 other, but I don't own either of them. So the only way I would is by emulating them, which I don't want to. Will I ever review them? Who knows?
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi was a good game to start with. It kinda reminds me of the evolution of Mario Kart games. It started off really simple, but every game after the first game had an improvement. I wouldn't say this game is one of the better Dragon Ball games out there, but it would probably be somewhere in the border of that list. I feel like the memories I've had of this game were somewhat of a false memory, but I know for a fact that the good memories of this game I have are all true memories. I probably spent countless of hours playing this game on my PS2. I would really love a remaster, but like that's ever gonna happen. Well, time to go break my hands again.